bout of the evening. This is a amateur A-class bout, fought over 5 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. It is for the FCC Featherweight title. Your first fighter, stepping into the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, Tierney!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Contact Contender 7. I am your commentator, Brad 48 Wharton, joined by my colour analyst, Iron Jez Kirk. And Jez, it's time for our amateur title fight. Entering the cage first, Mr. Wayne Tierney. Jez, tell us a little bit about Wayne Tierney.
Yeah, well, Tierney's a very exciting fighter. We've only seen him once before, but he's back here fighting out of Blackburn Predators under Rob Freeman. Came in yesterday, had no problems making weight, came in at 65.5. Now, traditionally, Wayne has about a 6-week training camp, but ahead of this massive fight against Josh Jarvis, he's put in a grueling 10 weeks. He's been working extremely hard in his conditioning, and speaking to him, he feels very confident that he'll be able to command the later rounds. Whether that's the case or not, we'll soon find out, whether he even gets there. He's got plenty of experience, 7-3. And this is coming from a guy who's only been in MMA for about 3 years, Brad. Quite extraordinary. But one thing's for sure, this is very much the toughest opponent he's going to face. He might have a reach advantage, but Jarvis is a formidable opponent, and there's a reason why he is the current champ.
Yet another contender for walkout track of the night. Dropkick Murphy shipping up to Boston. What a tune. I think you touched on it just then, Jez. The size differential between these two guys is going to make this one really interesting. You've got the long, lanky Tierney against a very short, compact and solid Jarvis.
Yeah, I mean, the stare down yesterday, you really noticed that advantage, but yeah, what's going to be critical for Jarvis is he needs to close that distance very quickly.
Well, it can be an advantage and a disadvantage. If it goes to the ground, those long, lanky limbs are all left out there for a triangle choke, a triangle armbar, a straight armbar, a knee bar. All kinds, you know, it's all about playing the game, and for every advantage, there's a disadvantage, and we know that Josh Jarvis is going to be ready to capitalise.
Joshua Jarvis!
And entering the cage now is Josh Jarvis, making a long overdue return to FCC. We first saw him on our very first show here at the Reebok, Jez, FCC3. He beat Ben Dearden for the title on that night. Jez, fill us in a little bit about Mr. Josh Jarvis and what he's been doing since then.
Yeah, well, like you said, we saw him FCC3. He dispatched Ben Dearden very, very quickly, a vicious standing guillotine in the first round. Was sporting a quite stunning Leonidas beard on that night. It's a very much trimmed and manicured version this evening. But yeah, he is a very dangerous opponent. We were hoping to see him last time at FCC6. Unfortunately, his opponent had to pull out. Know that extremely frustrated Jarvis. He's a man of few words. He doesn't give much away. He really keeps his cards close to his chest, but very dangerous fighter. Very, very dangerous indeed. He's a powerhouse. Very explosive, coming from SBG, you know he's going to hold all kinds of tricks. And yeah, what more can you say other than this is going to be a hell of a fight?
Well, it's interesting to note that he's countered Wayne Tierney's choice of the Dropkick Murphys with his own choice of Johnny Cash. That's an interesting choice to me. A Johnny Cash choice says a lot about the guy. Maybe he's a bit of a lone wolf, he's very focused, very determined. And a great choice to walk out track nonetheless, and a very focused and determined looking Josh Jarvis. I mean, look at the look on that guy's face right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, now for the official introduction. The fighter fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 65.5. He's 24, stands at 6 foot tall. He fights out of Blackburn Predators and hails from Darwin, Wayne Tierney! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, weighing at 66. He's at 23, stands 5'8". He fights out of SBG main line and hails from Manchester, and is the current FCC Featherweight champion, Joshua Jarvis! Your referee, Mr. Dean Wheeler.
This featherweight title fight is sponsored by Fight Factory Hayward at Body Matters Gym, providing MMA, boxing and Thai. For more information, call 0706 622 550.
A very experienced referee, Dean Ware of MMA Officials, starts this one off. Wayne Tierney in the black and red board shorts, Josh Jarvis in the black and red compression shorts. Jarvis, the defending 145-pound FCC amateur champion, shoots for a single leg there, but a great sprawl by Wayne Tierney. A nice knee.
Yeah, there wasn't much I got from Jarvis yesterday, but one thing he did say was that he felt that Tierney was his toughest opponent yet.
A great cage awareness by Jarvis there. He's seen that he's going up against the guy with a big height and reach advantage. He's immediately bullied him into the cage and taken that advantage away. Close quarters, those long arms and long legs, they're not really going to do Wayne Tierney much good.
No, absolutely there, right.
Oh, a nice body shot by Tierney there. Beautiful right hand to the ribs. Knee up the middle. Jarvis answers with one of his own. Tierney's shots are more accurate in here though. Jarvis changes levels. Tierney's trying to hit a switch. Tierney looking for that switch, not going to get it. Jarvis scrambles up with the single leg, left his neck in, switches for the double.
But good defence there, sees a threat, although Jarvis does well, tries to isolate that leg and pull that through, off balance his opponent there, but good work here from both fighters.
And we're really seeing a kind of step up in skill level now when we're looking at our FCC champions.
Yeah, well, when the guys reach this level, they really are really close to hitting that pro mark, aren't they?
That right hand landed nicely. Jarvis shoots in for a takedown there. And referee Dean Weir warning Tierney for shots to the back of the head there, unintentional, but these things happen. And Tierney trying to bomb in some straight punches there. And it's Jarvis with the takedown.
Yeah, a good change of height there, dropped onto a knee, caught those legs, pulled him out beneath Tierney and gets him onto the mat where he wants him.
Very interesting start to the first of the 5 rounds in this FCC featherweight amateur title fight. Josh Jarvis defending against Wayne Tierney, defending his title and trying to defend this position now as well. Tierney looking for a guillotine choke. This is how Jarvis won the title. Jarvis, cranking that guillotine, trying to stand on it. This is tight. Jarvis could defend the title exactly the same way he wanted, but Tierney's out. But Jarvis landing shots now. Tierney looked rocked for a second there, Jez.
Yeah, he did. Good mix-up from Jarvis. Like you're saying, he sunk that guillotine in nice. I think the difference between last time, that height advantage really paid dividend there for Tierney. Was able to pull out, but Jarvis snapped and caught him nicely.
And I don't think Tierney was rocked from those shots. I think he was kind of almost choked out by the guillotine and still a bit woozy when he got caught with those punches there. Tierney with a takedown to end the round. Fast and furious, delivering action as promised is this FCC featherweight title fight, Jez.
Yeah, that's what we were expecting really, weren't we? We knew that Jarvis was going to come out and close the distance, wasn't going to allow Tierney to find his range, and we've not really seen Tierney be able to do that right now. Jarvis has commanded it. I think he's controlled the fight so far. I think he'll be very happy. Certainly Carl Townswell will be very happy with what he's seen so far in the first round.
Really was some incredible action that first round. Anybody's game here. Everything to play for in this FCC amateur featherweight title fight. FCC 7. Brad Wharton, Jez Cook here in the commentary position. And we're about to head into the second of potentially 5 3-minute rounds in this mouth-watering clash.
It really is, and like you were saying earlier, we're seeing from these guys a real step up in level. It's hard to really take in that these guys are still amateur. They're really putting on a professional display here.
There's a nice short right uppercut there from Tierney. Keeping Jarvis thinking a nice head kick. It didn't land completely clean, but Jarvis closing the distance. And Jarvis landing a nice knee there. Oh, giving Josh Jarvis a haircut was Wayne Tierney with that high kick. Jarvis bullies his man into the cage though. He's going to try and link those hands behind Jarvis's legs and scoop him out. Fantastic takedown defense from Wayne Tierney there.
Yeah,
He's got that one underhook on the left-hand side, and he really used that effectively, along with some great hips to stop himself going down. He's been taken down now, and Jarvis scooping the legs out from under him, but he's back up, and he really does have some fantastic balance and takedown defense, does Wayne Tierney.
He does. He really is making Joshua Jarvis work for it. And yeah, that's what he's got to do. He's got to wear him down, because this is a 5-round fight. And Jarvis, being the aggressor, will also expend more energy as he's trying to earn his takedown.
And they break. Jarvis shoots for a nice double leg, and another nice sprawl from Tierney. Jarvis not giving up on that shot though, eventually gets his man down.
So persistent with that.
Tierney able to hit the reversal though, and now it's Tierney on top in side control.
Yeah, that was really nice there from Tierney, and he steps over well.
Jarvis tries to shrimp. Tierney steps over. Jarvis reverses. Tierney pulls guard. Looks for a triangle choke. He's got that locked in. Jarvis now forced to defend this triangle choke. What does Jarvis have to do here, Jez?
Well, first of all, I'd like to see Tierney. Tierney needs to be patient. He's got this locked in, but he's got to look for the arm. He's got to pull that arm across. As for Jarvis, he's got to pull that knee down. He's got to pull that across. He's done well. He's going to
Jarvis escapes out the back door. Incredible submission defense there, Jez.
That was good there, but I think Tierney could have been more aggressive there. He needed to find the arm and pull that across. You're never going to really apply that pressure without that arm pulled across the side. He was unable to do that and gave Jarvis every opportunity to find an escape.
Nice knee to the body there from Wayne Tierney. Oh, Jarvis just tosses his man over his back. This fight is back and forth, Jez. What an incredible tussle we're watching here for the FCC Amateur Featherweight title.
Classic buckaroo technique there, used to full effect.
Jarvis has got to be careful of that high guard that Tierney's trying to work. Deep half guard there from Tierney. Jarvis trying to posture up and land some shots, trying to score some points. Oh my goodness, Jez, we've said it so many times tonight, but I am so glad we're not judges.
Yeah, that was a back and forth round. That really was great display from both guys. Good defensive work. Yeah, all-round performance.
I think technically we're going to see a stalemate in this fight. In this fight, technique-wise, we are going to see a stalemate. It could be about who's fitter and who wants it more.
And interesting to see. Is that Joe Naz in the corner there by Wayne Tierney? Is that? Am I right to see that?
Certainly a fantastic check shirt, whoever it is, but I can't actually see from this position who it is. I would assume so. And obviously there's a little bit of a backstory there.
Absolutely. Well, with my opening remarks, I mentioned that Joshua Jarvis was supposed to fight at FCC 6, and the opponent who was forced to pull out was actually Joe Naz. So if that is indeed the man himself, then yeah.
Well, that's a story for another time, Jez. For now, we're about to head into this third of 5 3-minute rounds for the FCC Amateur Featherweight title. Wayne Tierney got a big smile on his face there. He's getting ready to bring it. Jarvis looking serious as ever, and we are off in this third round. Jarvis reaching out with a right hook there. Tierney lands a right straight. He landed another one there which wobbled Jarvis' legs, but Jarvis is straight in there with a takedown attempt, and he's pinned his man against the cage.
Yeah, nice exchange by both fighters. Both fighters able to land there. But Jarvis wasting no time to search for that double leg takedown.
He's a little bit high at the moment. He needs to change levels. Tierney looking for that underhook to turn his man.
The only problem is with this double leg is that, and he gets him over and under, does well there. I was about to say, as you get more tired and you look for that double, you can leave the neck in, and it can be a dangerous position to expose yourself to. But no, Jarvis doing well, pulls his opponent out beneath him from himself, and looking to stack him up now and trying to find a route through for a bit of ground and pound here.
Looks like he's going for a knee bar there, but he's taking some shots from Josh Jarvis. It's the only thing with leg-based submissions, you do leave yourself open for ground and pound, and Tierney took a few shots there, maybe 3 or 4 big punches from Jarvis. Now Jarvis looking to get top position again, looking to establish some kind of base. Lands a nice left down the pipe. Content to sit in the guard now is Josh Jarvis. Getting that head position, looking to crossface, posture up. Throws a left and a right. Jarvis landing some ground and pound now. Tierney's all legs at this point.
And Jarvis looking to try and move into side control. Tierney not giving him much space.
And this is a real battle of attrition, Jez. We thought this one might go the full 5, and it's certainly looking that way at the moment. But Josh Jarvis finds himself in mount, and he's landing some shots now. And Wayne Tierney, a couple of these are big shots are getting through. The referee's taking a good look at this. He's telling Wayne Tierney to fight back, and Josh Jarvis is landing hammer fists and straight punches. Jarvis really going to work on Tierney. Still landing shots. Tierney's trying to escape, he gives his back. Tense moments here at FCC 7 as Josh Jarvis tries to take the back of Wayne Tierney, tries to sink that choke in.
Tierney doing really, really well there to survive that. He was getting battered and beaten by Jarvis. Jarvis just kept on, maintained it, just one after another, battering and bruising Tierney. Tierney did well to, well, he's the only option he had was to give up his back, but...
And he was landing strikes to make his man give up the neck, and that's exactly what Wayne Tierney's done. There's 10 seconds left, and Jarvis is squeezing this choke. He's not going to get it. Unbelievable.
Wow. What an incredible round by both guys. What an amazing, amazing round. Jarvis just the aggressor, really punishing his opponent, but Tierney just survival, absolute survival there, just really digging deep, giving it everything he had just to see it through and making it through into that next round. Wonderful stuff from both guys.
And I think Josh Jarvis came pretty much about as close as either of these two have to finishing this fight there, and you could see how methodical he was being. He was sitting back on that back mount, he postured up, he landed a few shots, waited for Tierney to give his neck, took the neck, couldn't finish it. And maybe those arms are too tired, maybe he was thinking about saving himself for round 4 and 5 because the clock was ticking down, who knows. But I can't wait for the 4th round of this amateur title fight here at FCC 7, Jez.
Yeah, we'll see where we stand. Mentioned it earlier, Tierney said to me that he'd been working extremely hard in this condition. He looks to be fairly okay now. I mean, he's weathered that, so it'll be interesting to see in this 4th. Neither guy really has had an opportunity to get the experience working into 4th round, so it's uncharted territory for both of them.
And Tierney there throwing out a shot that was telegraphed by Jarvis, who gets the takedown.
And Tierney's going to be frustrated there because this is the last place he wanted to be this early on.
Omoplata there, attempt from Tierney. Going to be very difficult to get. I mean, any submission is going to be difficult to get at this stage. These guys are going to be sweating and they're going to be very slippery at this point. So any kind of arm lock or leg lock is going to be that little bit more difficult. It could be a guillotine or a rear naked choke that finishes this fight more than an arm bar or an arm lock. And right now it's Jarvis that's the aggressor, sitting in side control, taking his time.
But Jarvis just needing to get his hips down a little bit lower, allowing enough space for Tierney just to switch in, bring his knees through and regain a better position. But the scramble here now for...
Tierney looking for an armbar. Jarvis defending. Doesn't look like Tierney's going to be able to get that.
Jarvis looking to regain that side control position if he can. Wants to gain control of those ankles, push him around and drop his hips nice and low, but Tierney doing well, keeping that knee in there, not allowing Jarvis to get a decent position where he can establish some formidable control and look for a submission. And ended up in guard, and good work there from Tierney.
Jarvis running down the clock now, scoring points, grinding this one out. Landing a couple of nice shots, he's created some space there, dropping a few hammer fists, and these are all counting big on the judges' scorecards.
He's just relentless, really, isn't he, Jarvis? He just doesn't stop. Just constantly the aggressor, just forcing it non-stop.
He's a consummate tactician. He's picking his moments perfectly, Jez. He's avoiding that. The guard keeps coming up from Tierney. He's attempted a couple of triangles. Jarvis has avoided everything in the later stage of this fight. Tierney, though, able to turn things around, and now looking for a takedown on Jarvis against the cage. And he gets it.
Yeah, good word there by
But
Tierney.
Jarvis looking for a guillotine. Tierney's left his head in, and Jarvis is cranking that neck.
Hard to see from here, folks. Don't think he's got an arm right through. No, he hasn't. And Tierney's able to pull his neck clear as we enter the last 10 seconds of this fourth round.
And here's Wayne Tierney now going on the offensive for really the first time in this round, dropping some big shots down on Jarvis. It's Josh Jarvis's round though, Jez.
Well, I think they all have been. You know, Tierney really has got to produce something here in this fifth and final round. If he's unable to really secure a finish, you've got to give it to Jarvis.
Jez, if you're in the corner of Wayne Tierney now, what are you saying to him? What advice are you giving at this point? He's possibly 3 or 4 rounds down. What are you telling the man Wayne Tierney?
Well, what I wouldn't be telling him is position before submission. I'll be going, get your distance, get your range, and start landing. Because I don't see there's any other way for him to win this fight. I think on the ground, you know, that it's a close quartered fight, but I think Jarvis, you know, it's not going to be a fight to which you can submit. I think he's got to finish this on his feet. So keep it on the feet, sprawl, and just try and unload. Maybe, you know, Tierney's got some good strikes, maybe throw up some leg kicks, but it's not an easy thing to do. These guys are so tired. They've given absolutely everything so far in this fight.
And referee Dean Weir starts the 5th and final round. Brad Wharton here with Iron Jez Cook. FCC Featherweight title, and Wayne Tierney starts it off with a flying knee. Immediately taken down by Jarvis, but Tierney's working the high guard now.
Yeah, that's disappointing from Tierney, because I think really, you know, he needed to be a little bit more patient. He's overcommitted there, tried to do something a bit too flamboyant, and you know, he needs to give himself time to establish command of this final round.
But as we said before this round started, Jez, Wayne Tierney needed a game changer, and maybe that flying knee was it. He tries another one there. He's obviously going for the knockout at this point, Jez.
Sure, but you know, at the same time, he's given his opponent an opportunity to pick up. I'd like to see him work more of a jab, using more of a punch rather than any kind of kicks, especially the knee, because when you come in with a knee, you really close the distance between you guys, and it gives Jarvis a perfect opportunity to get the takedown, which he's got now. I think it's going to be extremely difficult for Tierney to get out from here and command this round and get himself in a position where he can take it, because the odds are stacked against him now.
Absolutely, you know, Jarvis doing a really good job of creating distance and landed a few nice shots. Now he's trying to pass that guard. He's got a good position here on Wayne Tierney, pinning the arm down there with his leg, landing some hammer fists and short punches. Not a whole lot of zip on these shots now so late in this fight, but still racking up the points.
No, but I love to see his control. With the left knee, he's got the arm pegged down, and with the right, he's got the foot, the opponent's legs. You know, that's great awareness and great wrestling, great ground control. Love to see that. I'm a huge fan of Jarvis for that reason.
Well, now Tierney's up and pressing his man on the cage. Jarvis has his neck. It remains to be seen what Tierney can do with this position, but he's got to have to do something.
Interesting, he's going for a takedown.
And he gets it. He has left the neck in, but seems unlikely that Jarvis will get the submission at this point. Both these guys very tired at this stage in the fight. Referee Dean Weir calling for action.
You know, very difficult. You know, we've had 5 grueling rounds, and just absolutely saps everything out of you. As much as these guys want to throw and want, it's so hard at this point in this point in the game. And Jarvis, it really is here, wrapping his opponent. He looks like he's got that guillotine, and whether he's got it deep enough to get a finish, but he can just grind down these last moments of this round. But Tierney pulls himself out.
Jarvis though still has the bag, he still has control. He takes mount, and he's going to finish strong. Josh Jarvis really throwing it all out at Wayne Tierney to finish this fight, and there it is. What a 5-round war for the FCC featherweight title.
Yeah, and a good sign of respect from both guys. They've been in an absolute war, a battle. They've given absolutely everything. He obviously feels like he couldn't have given anything more, and I don't think he could have. Jarvis, top quality. There's a reason why he's a champ, and I think, you know, he's earned that opportunity to retain the belt. I'm not sure whether we'll see him again. I really hope we will. But yeah, incredible fighter, and yeah, wish him all the best.
Fighters to the center of the cage, please. Fighters to the center of the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favour of your winner. And still, the FCC Featherweight Champion, Joshua Jarvis. Please show your appreciation for Wayne Tierney.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the winner, Josh Jarvis. Josh, the first question I want to ask you is, compared to the last fight you were on FCC, the pig is a little bit more trim. Was it part of the game plan to come in with the needs to be at this time?
No, I've been putting a bit wild, looking at the limits, so I took it down to the side and not straight out of the fight. So, yeah.
Fantastic. With all seriousness, Josh, it's been a long time since we've seen you on FCC. How does it feel to get back in the cage, and how does it feel to get a big win in what was a really brilliant fight?
It feels incredible, to be honest. I got in here, I've only been in the for life. He was fair for me. What is trying to I was happy that he was well for this. From my area.
It was the first time you've been in a 5-round fight. It went on 4 5 rounds. Were you expecting it to be a 5-round fight going in, or do you think you'd be able to get out of there?
No, as I said, what respect for it was a lot bigger than you said. I hope I'm against Jarvis. I'm expecting it more distance. I've been really ill all day, like, seriously. What's more problems, what time is from work is gone, and the town saying that's coming out of the fight, but you know what? Look through it. See what happens.
Josh, it was a fantastic performance. It's a pleasure seeing you back in the FCC cage. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the FCC Featherweight Champion, Josh Jarvis.
Thank you very much, FCC. You can see that was incredible, Father. Absolutely fantastic.